The reason why some of us can never start over in our financial journey or just start fresh is because, to be honest, sometimes things are so chaotic that you just don't even know where to start. You have no idea how to start budgeting. You don't know what to start budgeting for because things are just honestly a mess. Not only do we not know where to start because things are just out of control, but the emotional toll that it takes on us because we don't know what's going on. So then we don't know what to fix. So then we're just stuck at the starting over point continuously. But in today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through the process with me, because a lot of you guys told me that you wanted to start over. So if you want to walk through that process with me, then go ahead and stay tuned. We know that we have a problem. We know that we need to fix it. We know we need to budget. We know we need to save. We know we need to pay off debt. If I didn't say what step one is, step one is doing an account audit. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to feel the shame. You have to feel the hurt, the anger at yourself and all that good stuff, because it's really going to, it should catapult you into the next step. I don't want you to stay in that place for a long time, but the purpose of this step is so that you can see where you're spending your money, so that you know where to stop spending your money, so that you can start spending your money in the right places. You also know what possibly you can turn off, what you don't need anymore, so that you can save more money and put it towards your financial goals. You also can understand even the deeper part, which is, why do you even spend money the way that you spend it? And we're not going to go into that because that's really another conversation for another video. But overall, you want to do this part. So I'm going to walk with you guys on how to successfully do this part. Now, so the only thing that you need to start is a piece of lined paper. Or the paper doesn't have to be lined, but just make sure you have something that you can write on. You need a pen, rather it's gonna be cute or ugly, okay? You need a pen or pencil, and then you possibly may need a calculator. A lot of the banking apps now will do the calculating for you. Some banking apps will even send you a summary of how you've been spending your money on monthly. I'm sure that that's something that you can turn on. So really do some exploring. But the very first thing that we're going to do before we get into where we're spending money is you need to identify what areas do you spend money from. That's going to be very important, because if you're only checking your checking account, but you spend money on your credit card, or vice versa, you spend money on your credit card and you're checking that, but you're not checking your checking account, then you're really not identifying everything. So you need to sit and really think, where do you spend your money from? Most people only have one bank account. Further down the line, we'll get into how many bank accounts should you really have. I already have a video on my channel about that, but that's the very first thing that we're gonna do. So one of the good things that I really love about the banking apps is they will let you know, if you click on like what your spending categories are, it'll already have everything mapped out for you. So for my credit card one, it shows that I spend 28% of my money in gifts and donations, 26, which is the highest, 26% in bills and utilities, 17% in fees and adjustments. What is that? 14% in food and drink, 6% in groceries, 4% in home, 3% health and wellness, and 3% in shopping. So it's telling me once I click on the actual category, I can see specifically what I'm spending my money on. So this is my tithes and my offering, which is my highest percentage that I have there. And then when I go to bills and utilities and I click on it, it lets me know that these are the bills that I pay for every month. I did not know I was paying for Disney Plus. This is the reason why this is important that we do this, because now I need to write this down, because this is going to be something that I need to cancel. I did not know that I was paying for Disney Plus. And then I have Spectrum and my other bill. So on a separate sheet of paper, so I have on this paper what I'm spending, but on a separate piece of paper, I'm going to have a running list of the things that I need to cancel. And this is Disney Plus, and I'm paying $12.99 for it. And I've been paying that monthly. So then once I go out, now I can see what the fees and adjustments are, and that's my interest charge from the credit card, which I figured it was, and so on and so on. So for my credit card one, I'm gonna continue to do a deep dive. I'm actually gonna go back 3 months and see what I find, and then I'll come back and check in. All right, Bessie, so it is about an hour later. I had to really focus on what I was doing. So I want to make sure that you understand how to complete this exercise. So the first thing that you need to do, we already talked about it, is you need to identify where you're spending your money from. Is it your checking account, your credit cards? Is it multiple credit cards, multiple checking accounts? You need to identify that and write it down. So that's step one. Step two is to then go in and see where you're spending your money. Like I stated, most banking apps or even credit card apps, you're able to see in a graph or a chart, and they have it already categorized for you. If you want, you can go in and you can write down everything that you're spending, but there's really no need to do that. You can just categorize it, and you will very quickly identify what you need to cut from spending. You will also identify things that you're spending your money on that you probably didn't know you were spending your money on. And those can be monthly charges, annual charges, or just one charge that came out and you're like, hey, what is this? That is what I identified. I identified a total of $570 worth of everything that I just stated. So I am being charged for a couple of subscriptions that I didn't know that I was being charged for. I thought that I canceled them, but it's Disney Plus and Hulu. I also identified a couple of other things that I thought that I canceled and I didn't cancel. So I need to go in and cancel those. There's one thing that I was charged for that I had no clue that I would be charged for this again. So I'm going to need to handle that and then request a refund for that. And there are some other things that I'm paying for that, some subscriptions that I'm paying for that is connected to my YouTube and some of the other tools that I need in order to kind of do my side business. And I'm gonna lower or suspend those, but I'm gonna look into it to see if I need to just cancel it until I'm ready again, or if I can suspend it, because some subscriptions will allow you to suspend for a certain amount of months until you're ready. So we will see. I will look into that, but that's a total of $570 that I was able to identify. I was also able to identify that I need to stop shopping. Those categories were high in a lot of the areas where I am spending my money, and I'm gonna be going on a no spend. So now I know where I'm spending my money, and I know where I'm spending my money from. There are some things that I need to definitely decrease. Food was of course one of the higher categories, and it's always one of the higher categories for most people. A lot of eating out as well as groceries. So I'm gonna hone that in and definitely start using cash again, but I will not be eating out as much because that was taking a lot of the money. Yeah, those were the highest categories. It was shopping and eating out. So by cutting those two things out of my budget, or out of my spending rather, because it wasn't budgeted for, but cutting those two things from my spending is really going to make a significant difference and improvement. So I challenge you to complete this exercise. First, identify where you're spending your money from, then identify what you're spending your money on, and then identify some things that you can remove from spending. And then there is step 2. So step 1 is real. It's going to take a while, especially if you haven't really been looking at your money. It may take an hour, 2 hours. If you need to get up, come back and revisit, do that. But it is really important that you do this step, because while I talked about earlier that you may feel sad or embarrassed or upset at yourself, by the end of it, you're gonna feel charged and you're gonna feel motivated, because you've identified some things you can cut. You've identified, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna stop doing that and that's gonna save me some money. I'm gonna stop doing that and that's gonna save me some money. So you're going to be encouraged by the end of the exercise. I hope that this video was helpful. If you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because let me tell you, we are going full throttle and I don't want you to miss what we're doing. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend or two, rewind it if you need to. But until then, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, besties.
You're special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it.